You think relying on others makes you strong. You think leaning on someone else will shield you from failure, from pain, from the relentless march of the universe. I've been there. I've trusted others. I've depended on allies, on friends, even on enemies when it suited me. And I've learned the hard truth. No one will ever fight for your pride, for your future, for your soul. Only you can do that. I remember the weight of every battle I've faced, the countless defeats that carved scars into my flesh and my spirit, the moments when I was broken, when even my own body screamed for surrender. And yet, I kept going, because I had no choice, because I understood that relying on anyone else would have left me weak. It's in those moments, in the crucible of solitude, when every punch, every scream, every drop of blood becomes your teacher, that you discover what it truly means to be a warrior. Pride isn't something handed to you. It's forged in the fires of struggle, and those fires burn brightest when you stand alone. When I trained under gravity that crushed me, when I faced enemies who could destroy planets with a flick of their hand, I realized that the only person I could ever truly count on was myself. No one else will push you past your limits. No one else will refuse to let you quit. No one else will make the sacrifices that true power demands. And that is the secret to self-reliance, to unbreakable strength. You do it because you must. Because nothing outside yourself can give you the courage, the skill, the resilience that comes from earning it. I've seen warriors crumble when they depended too much on others, when their victories were shared, when their strength was borrowed. And it disgusted me. Because strength is not an agreement. It is not a contract. It is not a gift. It is a burden you carry alone. And the weight of that burden is the very thing that shapes you, that tempers you, that separates the weak from the immortal. You want to be feared, respected, remembered? Then stop expecting others to save you, to inspire you, to motivate you. Look inside yourself and find the resolve that has always been there. Every moment of hesitation, every second of doubt, every whisper of fear, confront it, crush it, master it. Let no one else determine your limits. Let no one else write your story. I have walked through fire, through betrayal, through loss that would have broken lesser beings. And I stand now because I learned to rely only on my own strength. Every punch, every fall, every tear, every failure has been mine and mine alone to endure. And that is why I am unbreakable. And so will you be, if you understand the law of the warrior. True power comes not from others. It comes from mastering yourself, from refusing to bend, from refusing to yield, from refusing to ever place your fate in someone else's hands. Pride, discipline, endurance, and relentless self-reliance are your weapons, sharper than any sword, stronger than any army, and infinite in their reach. Do not seek guidance. Do not seek hand-holding. Do not seek approval. Seek only to become the person capable of facing the universe and saying, without hesitation, without doubt, without fear, I am enough. Only then will every strike against you be meaningless. Every challenge a stepping stone. Every opponent a teacher. This is the path of the Saiyan, the path of a warrior, the path that separates kings from subjects, legends from fools, immortals from those who fade. Embrace it. Endure it. Embody it. A warrior who cannot stand alone is no warrior at all. Master yourself, and no one can ever control your fate. And once you understand this, once you truly feel the weight of your own strength resting on your shoulders, the clarity comes. There is no shortcut, no savior, no miracle waiting in the shadows to carry you forward. Every victory you have ever dreamed of, every skill you have ever hoped to master, every limit you have ever wanted to break exists only because you are willing to endure the pain, to face the solitude, to carry the burden that no one else can carry for you. I've walked through countless battles where allies fell, where enemies laughed at my weakness, where even the world itself seemed to conspire against me. And in every one of those moments, I realized that the only thing I could trust, the only thing I could rely on, was the force inside myself. The relentless, unyielding fire that burns in the heart of a Saiyan. That fire is born from struggle, from failure, from the countless times you are pushed beyond the edge of endurance and yet refuse to fall. It is the voice that screams at you in the darkness. Keep moving. You are your own savior, and that voice will never be loud enough unless you listen, unless you stop running, stop hiding, stop looking for someone else to carry your load, and finally, for the first time, accept that the weight is yours alone to bear, because only then does power become yours. Only then does pride become yours. Only then does freedom become yours. I have seen the proudest warriors, the strongest fighters, the greatest strategists collapse under reliance, under trust, under dependence, because they believed that someone else could take their place, that someone else could do the work, that someone else could protect what they could not. But I am telling you now, in no uncertain terms, that no one else will do it. The universe does not care about your excuses, your friends, your family, your allies. The universe only responds to those who have mastered themselves, those who have taken the harshest blows, faced the darkest nights, endured the coldest loneliness, and refused to let it break them. Every scar I bear, every wound I carry, every moment I've bled and wanted to quit has taught me this. Reliance is weakness. Self-reliance is the key to absolute power. And make no mistake, power is not simply measured in force or energy or victory in battle. It is measured in your ability to endure, to overcome, to master every corner of your own mind and body so completely that no one can manipulate you, control you, or sway your resolve. The Saiyan path is cruel. The universe is cruel. Life is cruel. But that cruelty is the forge that tempers warriors. And only those who embrace it, who accept it, who walk alone through it, emerge stronger than anything else could ever create. You want to be great? You want to be remembered? Then do not seek comfort, do not seek validation, do not seek someone to tell you that you are enough. The only voice that matters is the one within. The voice that tells you to rise, to fight, to push beyond what you thought was possible, to challenge the limits of your own flesh and spirit until the impossible becomes the inevitable. I have fought enemies who towered over me, who laughed at my weakness, who assumed my defeat was certain, and yet I stood. Because in that moment I realized that reliance would have killed me. Only self-reliance saved me. Only the mastery of my own strength, my own will, my own mind, my own body allowed me to endure what others could not. And that is the lesson I pass on to you now. Stop looking for support. Stop searching for guidance. Stop hoping that someone will hold your hand through the storm. The storm will come. The chaos will come. The world will crush you. And if you have not learned to stand alone, you will fall. But if you master yourself, if you endure, if you push through the pain, if you accept the weight of your own existence and rise under it, then nothing can stop you. Nothing can challenge you. Nothing can control you. And that is true freedom. You will become the warrior you were always meant to be. The king of your own destiny. The master of your own fate. I have learned that allies are fleeting. Friends are fragile. Love is a weakness if it demands dependence. And even family can fail you when the battle is beyond their strength. The only constant, the only unshakable foundation in this world is the strength that you build within yourself. So every time you feel fear, every time you feel doubt, every time you feel the urge to run, remember this. You have faced every failure, every challenge, every opponent in your past, and you are still here. And that is proof that you can stand alone, that you can endure, that you can rise. And every day you continue to train, to push, to fight, to master yourself. That proof grows stronger. Until one day you look in the mirror and you do not see weakness. You do not see fear. You do not see reliance. You see only power, only resolve. Only the unbreakable spirit of a warrior who has embraced the harsh truth. That truth being that only you can carry your destiny. Only you can write your story. Only you can forge your path. The pride that fills me is not the pride of conquest, not the pride of recognition, not the pride of superiority over others. It is the pride that comes from knowing that I have become who I am through nothing but my own effort, my own pain, my own sacrifice. And that knowledge is eternal. It cannot be taken. It cannot be borrowed. It cannot be shared. It can only be earned. And that is why a warrior who cannot stand alone is no warrior at all. Master yourself, master your strength, master your mind, and no one can ever control your fate. The battles you will face will be unlike any you have imagined. The enemies will test you in ways that will break lesser beings. The universe will throw chaos, suffering, and despair in your path. And yet, when you have mastered self-reliance, you will find that nothing in this world can defeat you. Every scar you bear, every wound you heal, every tear you shed and rise from, every moment of agony that you endure will build a foundation stronger than steel, sharper than any blade, and more enduring than the stars themselves. This is the law of the Saiyan, the creed of a true warrior, the philosophy of a prince.